This is the Doogee V30 V30T Disassembly. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe and follow me on Twitter so you'll be notified once I upload a new video. And if you need any tools, there are links in the description. To start off, the SIM tray needs to be removed. Here's a better look at that. Now you'll need to apply some heat to the screen using a hairdryer or a heat gun so you can loosen up the adhesive underneath the screen, and then you'll have to use a pry tool to pry the screen off. Now the glue or adhesive holding the screen down is extremely strong, so you're going to have to apply heat over a long period of time, and you might need to use some isopropyl alcohol to help you pry the screen off. You'll also need a good suction cup tool to help you lift up the screen, just enough to be able to get a pry tool in between the screen and the frame. There's a single T6 or Torx 6 screw, which is holding down the plate or cover over the screen connector. Now the flex cable for the screen can be disconnected from the extension flex cable. Here's a better look at the screen. Now there are 12 T6 or Torx 6 screws which need to be removed. Here's a better look at the aluminum midplate. The battery cables can now be disconnected, followed by the rest of the flex cables. There's a black coaxial cable on the bottom left side of the board, which needs to be disconnected by popping it off. Here's a better look at the 32 megapixel front-facing camera. There are 6 Phillips screws which are holding down the battery assembly. Here's a better look at the battery. The total capacity of the battery is 10,800 mAh, which is basically two 5,400 mAh batteries put together to operate as one. There are 5 Phillips screws on the main board that have to be removed. At this point, the red and black cables for the speaker on top, which are soldered to the main board, as well as the ones for the bottom speaker which are soldered to the bottom subboard, need to be desoldered. Looking at the main board, the proximity sensor and notification LED are located on the top corner, and there's 3D graphite covered in copper tape over the front shields to help transfer heat. And the SIM card and memory card reader is located underneath that. Looking at the other side, we can see more 3D graphite covered in copper tape on the back shields to help transfer heat. The main 108 megapixel primary camera is located here. Next to that is the 20 megapixel night vision camera, and on the other side is the 16 megapixel wide angle lens. None of the cameras have OIS or optical image stabilization. The camera connectors can be disconnected by just popping them off. Here's a better look at that. There are some antenna lines drawn on this plastic cover, which are the light gray color lines. The dual LED flash is located here on this board, and the night vision lights are located on the opposite side. The vibrator motor is located over here and it's soldered to the secondary board. There are 2 more Phillips screws that need to be removed. There are some more antenna lines drawn on this plastic cover on the bottom. And there are 3 Phillips screws holding on the subboard. Looking at the subboard, the primary microphone is located over here, and the charger port is located over here. Here's a look at the other side. The wireless charging coil and the NFC antenna are located over here. The cables for them are here and here. This flex cable is for the fingerprint reader on the side. And the one over here leads to the power button and volume keys on this side. This flex cable is for the button on the opposite side. This plastic piece with the antenna lines drawn on it on this side is for the GPS antenna. And there's another plastic piece with antenna lines drawn on it on the opposite side. Also on the bottom there are 2 antenna boards on either side, which connect to the main board with coaxial cables. Now aside from the speaker on top, there's a separate earpiece speaker on the left side of it. For the repairability score, I give this phone a 4.5 out of 10. Now it's time to reassemble the device. Once everything's back in place, power on the phone, and you're done. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.